Oh, Team USA is playing.
Team USA?
Yeah. They we'll just see which one. All right, we just went. All right, as everybody starts to hop on here with us, it's Darren Tipton and VB Adrenaline, and back from Wiggles. I was in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I saw one of your Houston Jr., younger teammates. Sadie Bello was there. Do you know her?
Yeah, we're best friends. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah. Sade, of course. Great person.
Is that how you say her name? Have I been?
Oh, that's her name, but like her nickname is like Sade.
Okay, but how do you say her name?
Sadie.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure for 2 years I haven't been saying it wrong.
It's great.
Okay, good. She did a nice job. That camp was crazy. And so that's where I was. So I'm back from Lincoln, and now we're joined with, we just call her Wiggles, and from Houston Juniors. And so we decided to go live with the interview and talk to Wiggles a little bit in her recruiting journey. And we talked when we first met, a little birdie, and that little birdie is Kara Pratt. We'll throw Kara under the bus. Okay, we can do that. But so Kara Pratt told me about you and said, you got to interview this girl. And so you and I met and we talked, what was it, about a month maybe before?
Yeah, it was about a month.
Yeah. And so things got crazy for you since then. So first of all, just tell me, while we still wait for people to kind of hop on here, tell me about what was it like on your 15th, first of all. What were those first couple days like?
Okay, so on the 15th, we had a game the next day. So it was pretty crazy to me, the people that reached out. And I was like, for real, like always be humble. But like, I was just shocked and like truly like blessed to like just like have like someone be interested in me. Yeah. So that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and so we'll catch everybody up too. So your journey, you haven't been playing volleyball that long.
Yeah, like so I started playing about like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, and if people don't know, she was one of the hotter new prospects, and now she is definitely one of the hottest 2027 prospects left in the class. And we're not going to go into all the names out of respect for Wiggles here, but let's just say there's a lot of top 10 programs, top 25 programs that are interested in your services for 4 or 5 years. And so people are reaching out, and you really had no clue what the whole recruiting thing was really about at all.
Yeah, I was just shocked, and like I have like a great recruiting director like that really helped me out a lot to understand it.
Yeah, and so with Kara, with Houston Jrs, so Kara Pratt, who's one of the best regardless, but because of your just kind of situation, she had said she was going to help you because you just really didn't understand how things worked. And she knew you were going to get a lot of interest and just needed help. So where did your list go? How many phone calls do you think you took those first few days?
The first few days, I think it took about 20.
Oof.
And
Okay.
I was, it's, it kind of was a lot. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Kind of was a lot, but like the coaches, like all the coaches that I talked to were like honestly great. And I'm still shocked to this day that they were like interested.
Yeah. Well, I'm not shocked that they were interested because you're a very talented player. But also, I think your recruiting help got the word out that not to even mess with trying to get you to commit early because she got the word out that you were waiting.
Yeah.
And so that's what they need to do. Um, and so they were nice enough. They gave you the grace that they did not pressure you
Mm-hmm.
into it. And so, how did you kind of go about weeding out the schools? I know some of them kind of dropped out and took other people, but
Mm-hmm.
how did you go about weeding schools off your list?
So basically, I asked like a lot of like questions that were very important to me, and I'm just glad that some of the coaches were like able to answer that honestly, and that's like what really stood out to me, and that's how like, I was able to go about my list.
Yeah. And so then you little by little took them off your list based on their answers.
Yeah, pretty much, because that's really all I can go based off from. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
but again, for people watching, you were in the position we call it at VB Adrenaline, we call it your PPV score, which you probably don't even know that is. In essence, it's your ranking, if you will, right? It's your evaluation, which is really high.
Mm-hmm.
And those schools were willing to wait around for you because you were very talented, right? And
Uh-huh.
because of that, they waited for you because of how talented you were. Okay. And so they waited because you were talented enough, they were willing to wait around. So, because of that, and because you had a recruiting coordinator that said, don't even pressure her, she's not committing early.
Yeah.
They waited. And then what did you get to do? You got to ask all your questions.
Mm-hmm.
So you were in control of your recruiting, weren't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then there were schools though that said no and moved on, right? There were a couple,
Yeah.
and that's okay,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, it's fun.
well, yeah, they weren't for you, you weren't for them,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, check your pulse. You're still alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Life goes on, right? Life goes on. And so as you narrowed it down, have you had more talks with those schools that you're interested in?
Yeah, I had a lot. There are there are like schools that like care more about like you also as a person, not just as a player. And so they were like checking in like every once in a while and like making sure I was okay, especially like what happened to my family. So there are a lot of like great support out there. And that's why like I know that my top pick right now are like a school I'm like going to go there forever.
Yeah, and so let's touch on that a little bit. And so for people that are listening and maybe don't know, you had a terrible tragedy, and tell people a little bit right before nationals
Hmm.
you were home, and if you want to talk about it and tell people, I'll let you as much if you're okay
Yeah.
to talk about. Go ahead and tell people.
All right. So basically, like before nationals, like literally an hour before I started driving down to Dallas, jumping up to Dallas. Like my house got struck by lightning and it burnt down, and it was just so crazy because I was cooking and then the smoke detector like flickered and then it went off and it started smelling like smoke, so I thought it was me, but the smoke detectors weren't on, so I didn't think much of it. And so my neighbor started yelling or screaming, and then we looked outside and then like the whole roof was like burning down. And it was just I was just like, I don't know what to say. Like I was just it, I don't know how to explain it, but in the moment I didn't like know like what to do. Like you know how people ask you like, oh, if your house were to burn down a fire, like what would you grab? So the first thing I grabbed was like my volleyball stuff, and like obviously my brothers, they were helping me get my bags because I was about to leave for nationals. So yeah.
Yeah. And so you were so you grabbed a bag that basically had your volleyball stuff in it,
Um.
and uh, you were just able to get out for uh, for nationals and got up the to Dallas. You guys drove up as a team, and that's all that you had. And you guys lost your home, but everybody, thank goodness, was safe. And so you got up there with your team, and your mom. And how many siblings do you have?
I have two brothers.
Yeah, so you have two brothers, and basically everything was, was lost. And so then you're going, through that, and Kara put something out, and the Houston Juniors put something out, and so pretty crazy. You obviously were pretty shook up, and then having to go through nationals and then your mom and brothers were able to move in with your aunt, who you're living with. You guys are living with now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so they played through nationals, and in a way that you got through that, and was it kind of nice after the first day? I know things were pretty shook up for sure that first day.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then after that first couple days, were you able to settle in, or was it still just a rough all the days at nationals? Were you ready to kind of get home and see your mom and brothers and stuff?
Honestly, when that happened, I had called my coach, and I'm just super happy that I have like a great support system. My coaches were able to help me out, and like my school, and also like the coaches that I'm like talking to, they were like super invested in me, making sure that I was like okay. And
Yeah.
um, at national, I think the first day, I couldn't like sleep like that well because like
Yeah.
I was just like traumatized like what happened, and so I was just trying to like show up and like be there for my teammates. So it was like pretty. It's just pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Well, I know they wanted, I mean, they obviously were trying to do the same thing. They were showing up and trying to be there for you,
Hmm.
right? And all the Houston Junior parents were, right? And Kara was screaming around that convention center, right? Like trying to help you guys and get clothes and everything, in her way. And so you guys you got through it, and it made the whole volleyball thing seem pretty insignificant at the time,
Yeah.
that you survived that. And but it made your opportunity seem pretty important, right? That you're going to be able to do something to kind of help your family out, right? And this is
Hmm.
going to be your ticket to do bigger things. And you learn a lot. You learn a lot by that. And so you kind of became closer with the staffs that are still interested, and you're looking at with that. And so how did that kind of mold who your final schools are through that whole tragedy and horrible event, how did that kind of set you up for the schools you're looking at now and are taking visits to?
Okay, it made me like more like emotionally like connected to like the coaches, and if I like ended up picking like a school over like other school, it's like kind of like it's gonna be like heartbreaking, like also like for me, because like I know how like close I've like been getting to like all of them, like especially like their staff and like the head coaches. So
Yeah. But and I know I actually talked to Kara about this, that's they're doing that because they're good people, right? Not because there's a lot of people that care about you, right? That whether you pick their school or not, right? Like there's a lot of people that just care about you and would call whether you're looking at their school or not. They care about you because you're a good kid or good young lady. I shouldn't say kid.
Yeah.
Right. And hopefully there's enough good people in the volleyball world where they're not reaching out only because they want you to go to your school. Right. And so, go ahead.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Oh no.
So now you're coming down to it and you're going to be able to actually take your visits. But you said you're going to do that in August?
I'm going to do almost all of my visits in August. And because I do Texas schedule for volleyball, season starts on August 1st. Tryouts are on August 1st. So I'm talking and trying my best to communicate with my school coach about where I'm going, because I'm also on August 1st, I'm going to the NTDP training session. So try my best to communicate that.
What high school do you go to?
Seven Lakes, Katie. Seven Lakes.
Katie. Okay. Well, I'm a football guy, so Katie's a pretty big football. I mean,
yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. So I know
Our school's not good at football, but I mean, Katie, like our district is pretty tough. So.
All right. Well, I'll start watching Katie for volleyball now then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. And don't you guys play like all kinds of tournaments like right away in volleyball? Like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I just found out that I have a game before the first day of school.
Yeah.
The night before school.
I know. I was talking with some of the Texas girls that were at the Nebraska camp, and they were telling me how they have like some of the USA volleyball stuff, and then they go back to tryouts, and then they have like 16 matches before some, like South Dakota where I live, before they even start the high school practices. So the Texas schools have like 16, 18 matches done. And hey, what the heck? Hey. But so what's going to be important as you go through, like you're taking the visits? Have you thought about like what might matter in your final decision?
Honestly, probably the vibe. Like if I'm vibing with the coaches, if I'm vibing with the players, if I'm vibing with like the environment, I think that's like gonna like help out a lot, because I'm like a positive person, and like I also want my teammates and like my coaches to be like having like a positive vibe and a positive energy. So.
All right, Wiggles. Now listen, you've been doing a great job, but even Kara's going to tell you this.
Okay.
All right, I'm a grumpy old man, but even I could be positive for like an hour on your
visit. Oh
yeah,
that's so true.
Right? We talked about this.
Yeah.
It's got to be more than a positive vibe, right? Because anybody can fake that on a visit. So we got to think more. Kara's going to help you, so it's got to be deeper than that.
True. So probably, honestly, the places I'm going to go to, they already have like my major or like something I'm looking forward to, like life after volleyball, and also if they're gonna help me grow as a player and also grow as a person, because I do also want to play pro when I grow up. So I'm looking for a program that really helps me achieve my goals.
So we want to be a pro.
Okay,
that's a good goal. What about I mean, early playing time, does that matter? Distance from home, does that matter? Being on TV, does that matter? NIL endorsements, do those things matter?
Also, I mean, it does, but I mean, it does. I haven't thought that far into it, but I'm looking to a program that will also help me grow like my social media too as well, and have like I guess a fan base, pretty much.
I think you might need to take the VB Adrenaline 101 recruiting class. I might need to sit down and grill you before you go on these. I mean, it's a big decision, Wiggles.
Yeah,
it's a big decision.
It's a very big decision.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, all right, that's good. Now I know you and Kara are going to do it, but what about like conference? Does conference matter? Or, I mean, because you got a little SEC, you got a little Big Ten, you got a little, like, is that going to matter?
I mean, I used to say like I want to be in a program that can like help them like grow,
Yeah,
and like also be one of the players that like just help them grow pretty much.
yeah.
It's not like really like a big thing, but it's, I don't know.
No, I love that. I mean, there's more girls. That's what I love with this new revenue sharing. There's more girls. Like, I wrote an article about South Carolina, and they got 3 really good recruits in your class.
Mhm.
And I talked to 2 of them, and that was really big, like helping them take the next step. And that's a big thing, right? Like being the ones that help them take a big jump. And it's like, I think the saying is, do you want to be first or do you just want to be the next, right? Like, do you want to be the first one to do something?
Yeah, probably the first one to do something or help a program out.
Yeah. Awesome. What, so how, is your mom and brothers, how are they doing better? Things going a little better now that it's been a couple weeks, and are they doing a little bit better?
They are doing pretty better. A little bit. They're doing pretty good. Our school was also able to help out and do like some donations, and
Good.
that was pretty helpful.
Good. Are you able to get back to your, like, been able to get in and do workouts now, or did you take a little time off after club season, or?
No, I've been in the gym a lot. Like I was at HAB helping out with the 15s and 16s tryout for next year, and I was just been helping out and working out too, also to get better in my game. Because I also like wanted, like my goal this year is to be able to touch like 10-8 by the end of this year.
Huh?
So, I know.
What?
It's pretty crazy, but that's my goal, and like I want to accomplish that.
No, yeah, 10-8. God, you guys. That's awesome. No, that's great. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, you go do it, kid. You go do that. That's awesome. So then what do you think though after, like, do you have kind of a timeline, or is it just going to be when it feels like, or they just, I mean, whenever it feels, or do you want to get it done with, or just, hey, if it goes into the fall, you wait then, or just whenever the decision comes to you?
KP told me that when it feels right, it's gonna feel right. So I also need to do more research. I thought the research I've been doing is going great so far, but I guess not. He just grilled me. I guess not.
That's what I'm here for, to be a pain in your rear end, right?
Yeah.
Well, but that's okay. But like, girl, athletes think they are, but it's a big decision, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's and that's okay. But you don't realize all these things. That's why I had to take algebra 3 times, Wiggles. I thought I was ready and I wasn't. And then I had to take it again and I wasn't ready again. And then I had to take it again. Right? But I had to study more. But you you know, you got to think through all those things. But I bet KP's got a big list before you really do it. She'll make sure you go through all those things and you think through them. She's not going to let you. She's not going to let you go in unprepared, and she's also not going to let you get rushed into a decision. So I think she'll go through. But I am just grateful that you and your family are doing better, and everything turned out all right there. I'm excited. Will you make sure either KP or you let me know how things are going?
Okay, we'll do.
Let me know how tryouts go. Let me know if you make that high school team or not. Okay?
I will.
I'm not worried about NTDP, but that high school tryout, I'm a little nervous for.
For sure.
All right. Well, hey, everybody, we'll let you go. Wiggles, thanks for your time. We'll be thinking about you, and things will go good. But everybody, Wiggles from Houston Juniors. Got some big visits coming up. As you've heard, she's taking her time, thinking. She's got some more thinking to do, but that's going to lead to a good decision for her. And one lucky school is going to get one heck of a middle blocker who's going to be touching 10 foot 8 inches here pretty soon. So, all right, young lady, thanks for your time, and we'll be thinking about you. Let me know how things go, okay?
I will do. Thank you for having me.
Yes, you take care.
Thanks, you too.